Good evening, soccer fans. Some games are about league tables and some games are about bragging rights. This evening is a little bit of both. Here at Edor Nelson Field, it's Minnesota Super Cup Group A action as your Minneapolis City Crows host the Minnesota Blizzard of the NPSL in a matchup that could go a long way toward deciding who gets out of Group A. 2 clubs, 2 different leagues, and 1 cup. On the line later this summer, I'm John Bisworm, joined by a new partner today, Stegman's Soccer Club legend and longtime Big Sloppers FC center midfielder, the Andy Delane. Andy, City, they've been flying in the USL too and started the Super Cup with a statement win, but now they get a Blizzard side that has made a little bit more of a difficult path for themselves so far.
You know, John, flying is an understatement. I don't know if everyone saw today, Minneapolis City SC, number 2 in the USL2 power rankings. But that's what makes this one so much fun. Minneapolis City have looked balanced, confident, and ruthless in front of goal, while Blizzard come in as a gritty NPSL side that loves a battle and has already shown in this cup that they can hang with academy and league opposition. It's a great cross-league measuring stick game for both of these teams.
So if we're looking at storylines for each club, I'll go with Minneapolis City to start. So we'll catch everybody up on what the city's done and how they've arrived to this point in the season. In USL League 2, the Crews, shout out to Chris Cruz. The Crows are perfect. That means they have not lost a game, Andy. 6 wins from 6, 24 goals scored, only 2 conceded. Top of the Heartland division with a plus 22 goal difference. In the Minnesota Super Cup, they opened up Group A with a statement 5-2 win over Minnesota United's Academy here at Edor Nelson Field, turning a tight game into a rout in the second half and reminding everyone how dangerous this attack can be when it really is humming.
Humming it was. Now on the flip side, John, for Blizzard, the cup has been about building on what they're doing in the NPSL. This is still a relatively new club at this level. They only joined the NPSL a couple seasons ago, and they're grinding through the NPSL North Conference slate this year. Coming in today, they sit 4th in the middle of that table with 2 wins, 3 draws, and 2 losses from 7 matches. They've scored 10 goals, and they've conceded 10 goals for 9 points and a perfectly even goal difference. That record plus a 1-1 Super Cup draw with Minnesota United FC Academy tells you a lot about who they are right now. Hard to blow out, happy to grind, and usually right there on a knife edge deep into games.
So the setup today is pretty clear, Andy. City come in having put 5 past the Loons Academy in their last cup match. Blizzard arrive at that 1-1 draw against the same opponent, and both know a win here would put them in a strong position to come out of Group A. There is a semifinal this year, so two teams come out of the group. With such a short group stage, the head-to-head result, I mean, they're in play. Every goal counts. Every point counts, and this evening carries a little bit of extra weight.
So we've got a player to watch, sponsored by Fathead Bills, the new spot for Smash Burgers in downtown Minneapolis. And also, don't forget, they brought those Joey wings with them.
Almost world-famous Joey wings.
Almost world-famous Joey wings with them from the corner bar. And that player to watch today is Curtis Wagner. Tell us a little bit about Curtis.
So he's the longest serving Crow on the roster, and when you talk about continuity at Minneapolis City this season, you start with Curtis Wagner as the longest standing player on the roster. He has the thread that kind of connects different eras of the club, and that experience shows up in how he reads the game and sets a tone for the group. Number 2, I mean, you can see in the picture here, big presence at the back. Curtis is a big center back who relishes on the physical side of the job. He wins his duels, attacks everything in the air, and he isn't shy about stepping into a tackle when City needs kind of those momentum-changing challenges. Against the Blizzard side that likes to scrap and maybe turn this into a battle, having that kind of presence in the heart of the back line is massive. And finally, goes back to culture. Beyond defending, Curtis brings the energy and club culture that really defines this Crows team.
He's a glue guy.
He's a glue guy. He's vocal, he organizes, and he carries a standard for what it means to play for Minneapolis City. So from warm-up through every 50-50, all the way to the last whistle, if Curtis is flying around making big plays and lifting the group, it usually means City's right where they need to be, Andy.
All right, now, John, tell us a little bit now about these keys of victory. And keys to victory are sponsored by Twin Cities Orthopedics. Minneapolis City is in good hands with our longtime sports medicine partner. Learn more at tcomn.com.
So it's a cup game, Andy. So win the big cup moments. The Super Cup matches often swing kind of on a handful of big moments. That first goal, a set piece that goes either way, or how a team responds after a turnover. So City need to treat those moments like mini finals inside the match. Stay switched on and make sure that they're the ones that are taking advantage when the game tilts one way or the other.
Tell me a little bit more about how gritty the Blizzard are.
The Blizzard have already shown in this competition and in the MPSL action that they're not afraid to scrap. We've mentioned it a couple times. They really get down and dirty into games. If City assumes that this will play out like that, they can get dragged into maybe what the Blizzard want. So matching the physicality, winning those second balls, and embracing the fight from minute one is step one.
Now, conversely, tell me a little bit more about City's razzle and dazzle.
Well, once that intensity box is checked that we just talked about, City's edge is their quality and depth on the ball. The Crows need to move the Blizzard around a little bit, move the chess pieces side to side, and use their technical players between those lines to keep that tempo when they want to, instead of when the Blizzard would prefer them to. So if they can do all of that and stay patient in the final third, taking good chances instead of maybe forcing some of those low percentage looks, the goals should come in Group A, and control can stay in Minneapolis City's favor. So that's it for the lead in here. The players are going to come out here in a second. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back with starting lineups. Once again, I'm John Bisworm. That is the Andy Delane. Super Cup Group A action here at Edor Nelson Field. Stay with us. Welcome back, soccer fans. Once again, I'm John Bisworm. That is Andy Delane. You are watching Minnesota Super Cup Group A action here between your Minneapolis City Soccer Club and the Minnesota Blizzard. Andy, why don't you give us the starting lineup for the Blizzard?
Sure. Starting in goal, number 0, Danny Burgos. Number 16, starting on the defensive line, we've got Fernando Cuevas. We've got number 2, Noah Hermanson. And number 6, Nathan Seeley. And then across the midfield, we've got number 3, Ethan Limone. Number 7, Jaden Morgan. Number 10, Liam Core. Number 12, Nels Mortensen. And number 24, Diego Nevea. And up top, they got number 9, William Burt.
And for Minneapolis City, starting in goal, getting his first start of the season for the Crows, Jack Roach. Across the back line, you have number 12, Jack Dancer. Number 16, Raymi Niemwe. Number 20, and player to watch tonight, Curtis Wagner. In the midfield, you have number 7, Will Schmidt. Number 15, Jacob Klein. You have number 21, Caleb Capone, and number 23, Ari Van Maal. And up top, you have number 11, Julian Banks, number 24, Asher Azuzu, and number 30, making his first start of the season for Minneapolis City, Landon Bange. So, Andy, we're in a World Cup year. Have you caught the World Cup fever?
Oh, I've caught it and more.
Spreading it around?
I feel like the whole country has. I think the World Cup fever may be more contagious than COVID.
It's difficult because a lot of going into the World Cup was the talk about the ticket prices. But I watched the Jordan game last night and not an empty seat in the house.
Yeah, no, it's been, I think what's really struck me is the amount of just like, commentators that I wouldn't really expect to be talking about soccer that are talking about soccer, whether it's like Dave Portnoy or
Sure.
those people, and they're just loving it. And I think it's just been fun and seeing all those side stories about like people traveling across the country and a lot of really entertaining games. And I hope tonight's game here tonight is just as entertaining as some of those games that we've seen at the World Cup.
No Scotland, no party, Andy.
That's right.
Well, as far as this game goes, it's been a while since you've been in the booth, but I know you're a season ticket holder for the Crows. What have you seen so far from Coach John Forsyth's team this season?
I think what I've noticed so far this season is just kind of that killer instinct that I think maybe City has lacked in prior seasons, where, we're pressing, but then also we're generating a lot of opportunities and then finishing on those opportunities, where I think in prior seasons we've generated a lot of opportunities but haven't necessarily finished on those opportunities.
The payoff. Yeah,
Yep.
I would agree with you. I think too, and one thing that you'll see tonight is just how deep the City roster is. I mean, you're looking at almost a complete turnover from a starting perspective. A lot of these names have popped up in and out of USL League 2 games, but also Super Cup games. It's a nice proving ground for some of the players to capitalize on their minutes. We talked about that on the broadcast for the Minnesota United Super Cup game, the other Group A game, and the opportunity that was given to some of these players, they absolutely took it, and then you saw them popping up in getting minutes in the USL too.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that just really struck me about City this season too is just so athletic. Like, you look at the roster, and when they're playing, like, they just all look the part when they're on the field, like just freakishly athletic and just technically like skilled.
Yeah, absolutely. For the Blizzard, I mean, they, like we talked about, that they're a relatively new side to the NPSL starting in 2024, I believe, if the internet is correct. But also they have an indoor side, Andy, correct?
Yeah, so they have a indoor team that plays, I believe, in MASL 2.
Correct.
And so that's a little, that takes me back to my childhood growing up in Milwaukee and, supporting the Milwaukee Wave, who are now in the top league in MASL. It used to be, I believe, the NPSL back in the day.
AISA?
Yeah, it's been MISL too. I think it's been a numerous league names, but yeah, so they've got an indoor team that used to play at the State Fair Park. I think they play way out in the sticks now, but
yeah, that was unfortunate. I went to a game, really great atmosphere for a family. Taking the family of four, super affordable. Unfortunately, they are a little bit too far outside of my ring now, but really great stuff. So if you're in the area, you can go head over to the internet, check out Minnesota Blizzard, and see when throughout the winter they have their matches. Having some roster issues. I mean, it wouldn't be a game without roster issues, Andy.
yeah, so we missed out on number 23 on the Blizzard, and that is Cian McGooey, who looks like he's starting on the right wing.
Game is underway here. Really direct first ball for the Blizzard. And City responds. Landon Bainge, using that activity that we talked about last USL League 2 game, got his first goal with the club against Rochester. Very active player out of Drake University, and a lot of his energy coming off the bench really did pay off for his minutes starting to increase and getting his first start today. Long ball in to Kaur. Came from an offside position.
Oh, the sweet smell of the flares.
Yeah, the sulfur from the citizen smoke. Wagner out to Schmidt. Ball ultimately finds Wagner, who looks to switch the field. Niembwe wearing the captain armband today for the Crows. And Maul finds Banks. He gets to it first, trying to out-trick his defender, and does. Still staying with it. Corner kick given. Great call by the far side linesman. And the first corner kick of the game goes to Minneapolis City. Really good footwork there by Banks. Causing some problems there for the Blizzard backline. Looks like Caleb Capone for the Crows is on this. Ball served in. Klein goes up for it. The Blizzard clear. Wagner finds Klein. Klein chooses to go all the way back to Roach as he gets his first touch of the game. Heavy touch for Klein. Schmidt does a good job to control it, with good pressure by the Blizzard. I believe that was number 24. Still working on the roster here. Long ball up top. Azuzu is pressuring, but nice head back to Burgos. There to watch Wagner with a really great tackle. Bange finds Capone, has one player to beat on the outside. Chooses to go end line. Has a step. Good job by Hermanson. Great step by Niembwe, keeping the ball in the Blizzard half.
You can kind of see why the Blizzard don't give up a lot of goals. They're very quick to close down and pressure. Does not seem like they're going to be allowing a lot of free runners through the final third for City tonight.
Wagner over the top to Van Maal. Great step by Cuevas. Van Maal a little too aggressive in the challenge. High line by the Crows. Lemoyne with a good, or Nels Mortensen with a good touch. Back to Lemoyne. Lemoyne looks to switch it. Puts Hermanson under a little bit of duress. Good win by Niembwe. A lot of direct balls so far, Andy, for the Blizzard.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they are going to be having a lot of...
Oh, looking to find Azuzu. But a half step too slow to that one.
Interesting punt there.
Good win by Van Maal. Serves one in, back post. Capone's on it. College teammates. Good turn by Bange in the box. Stays with it.
Oh, wow.
Still has it. Fires one.
Oh, what a great individual effort there.
What's what I talked about last game, Andy. when Dan and I were doing the broadcast together, like just the activity that Bange brings, it's remarkable how the motor he has. I mean, that was in a tight space, but just continuing to stay at it. And right there, he tracks back, makes it difficult for the Blizzard to get out.
One word, tenacious. Just got that look to him.
Great job by Dancer. Blizzard had an opportunity to be in there for their first opportunity in the Crows half. And Ball with a great tackle in. Ball out wide. Blizzard have their first opportunity here. A little overcooked. Gooey. Blizzard have their first corner kick of the game. I think Zuzu got a little bit tripped up there, Andy, in the middle. Had an opportunity to find Capone wide, and the Crows did have numbers on that far right side.
Yep, just need to be a little bit better in that final third.
Service in. Big Curtis Wagner with the clearance. One goes over the top for a goal kick.
Yeah, it'll just be interesting to see how long it takes, you know, City to settle in a little bit here. You know, given that it's a Super Cup game, you know, a little bit of a different lineup that maybe not necessarily plays together.
What ball by Nambwe. Unlucky for Van Mol to get a touch of that, but that was like a 45-yard diagonal ball. Sorry, I cut you off.
Oh, I was just going to say, yeah, it'll just be interesting to see how long it takes City to kind of gel together here. You know, feel like we got a bunch of pieces that maybe not necessarily play together that often on, you know, the two teams between City.
Yeah, the bench today has a number of futures players hoping to get their first action with the first team here. And this cup is a really good opportunity for them to do that. Great find. Banks drives in, has some grass. Ball chipped in. Azuzu hits the post. Ball not out yet. Van Mol hits one. Banks still on it.
I think it's only a matter of time before City scores here.
They have looked the most dangerous in the offensive third out of the two teams, Andy. Good find by Curtis Wagner. Julian Banks lets one fly.
I like the intent there. Good intent.
You have to test the goalkeeper every
Yeah.
now and then. There's Azuzu hit the post. I don't think he probably felt that was going to get through to him. You had Capone right there, maybe shielding him off a little bit. He was unable to get it. I think your point is very valid, Andy, in that, like, yes, these players train together, but there's a lot of pieces that don't see, like you're talking about that depth, they don't see a lot of game action together. But it is a matter of time until they find that cohesion.
Exactly. You know, we've got, you know, some guys starting for City tonight that, you know, start on the bench during a typical league game. And so it'll be, you know, when we're talking about, you know, whether it's Caleb Capone, Julian Banks, or Landon, you know, it'll be interesting to see how they can work together.
Dancer has a ton of room. Unlucky first touch.
Every time you say dancer, I'm just so tempted to say, "Tiny dancer."
Hey, you can have fun too up here, Andy. It's not just for the players today. You can have fun. Not the most beautiful night here in Minneapolis. Overcast, but it's not hot, which is good.
Yeah, you know, honestly, this is like perfect soccer playing weather, if you ask me, where it's not too hot, you're not too cold.
A little bit of wind.
You're not, you know, not having to put the sunscreen on.
Yep. So what you're saying is no four-quarter hydration breaks today.
No, not today. We're playing two halves tonight.
Good line-breaking pass by Roach. What a great ball. Van Mol looking for Capone. Hermanson gets ahead on it. Shout out to Gus Bisworm. 10 years old today.
Oh, man. Speaking of Gus Bisworm, I had the opportunity to watch him play soccer.
Future Crows.
Future Crow, we can only hope. And let me tell you, he scored one banger of a goal that I saw this weekend.
What happened to the next one?
Then he got a little too confident, and he put one into the woods.
Long throw by Niembwe. Stays with it. Hits a rocket.
Ooh. Woo! Speaking of bangers.
Trying to, I mean.
Potential banger.
If you're a center back, why not?
Yeah.
Look at this. Outside the right foot.
Put your boot through it.
I was watching Gio Reyna hit one in the first U.S. men's national team game. Good work there by Navia. Gooey, unable to get past Van Maal. Really good tracking back by Van Maal.
Yeah, Van Maal has really impressed me so far tonight. He seems like he's been tracking back, been an outlet for the defense.
You know why, Andy?
What?
He's a Badger.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna bite my tongue as a Gopher.
Ball served in, easily handled by Roach.
You know, one of the things I was going to be watching tonight, and it doesn't seem to be an issue, is we did have a lot of rain here today. And when you play on a turf field after rain, that ball tends to just skip. But it seems like the field has been drained pretty well, and I'm not seeing any skipping balls here tonight.
Ball over the top, looking for Bange. Yeah, I was down on the field earlier today, and it was pretty dry. But even then, we've seen it here, and we say it time in and time after, that it's such a narrow field. Azuzu has Bange. Oh, unlucky to find him.
Very unlucky.
Puts good pressure on. Great first touch. Goal! Asher Azuzu! In the 13th minute, Asher Azuzu opens up his Minneapolis City account.
Said, you know what? I don't want that assist. I want a goal.
I mean, he tried to find Bange not once but twice, and then kind of just took it upon himself. I'm just going to run through it.
Yeah, that was a good effort there by Azuzu. Calm finish. And that's exactly what we were talking about earlier is, you know, maybe in years past, City doesn't follow through and get the goal here.
Good finish. I mean, Burgos did come out pretty well off of his line.
He almost made the save. He got something on it.
Kind of looking at his back line after. That's the power you see from Asher Azuzu from University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. That's a Panther.
Oh, your alma mater.
Yeah. Almost does it again there.
R.I.P. Jazz Estate.
Minneapolis City scoring in the 15th minute.
Now, it'll be interesting to see what happens now, John, because with one goal, you know, is Blizzard going to be able to stay compact? Are they going to stay compact? Are they going to stretch themselves out a little bit?
Sure, that's a good question to ask, Andy, and I think the true answer will be, what happens if Minneapolis City gets the second one before maybe they answer? I think that in the first one, I still think that there's plenty of time, 15 minutes into the game. Yes, you're already down one, but there is an opportunity for you to still kind of stick with that game plan of absorbing the pressure. Dancer finds Van Maal. I don't think Van Maal thought that one was going to get through. Van Maal brings Lemoyne down. Ethan Lemoyne is one of a number of former Minneapolis City Futures players playing for the Blizzard tonight. Capone finds Bange. One man to beat. Decides to serve it in. Didn't find a black shirt in the area. Great work by Niembwe. I've been really impressed with Niembwe this season, Andy. And it's interesting, too, because you talk about he typically is on a flank on one of the sides of Jason Ramos, who is a former professional soccer player. And you can kind of see a lot of the defensive pressure moments that early on in the season he maybe got a little more aggressive on, and you can see some of the stuff he's learning from Jason.
Yeah, I mean, talk about, you know, earning the trust of your team and composure, wearing the captain's armband tonight. So that.
Yeah, I mean, you get to wear the armband, you're doing something right.
Yep.
I mean, you're the one who's setting the defensive line pressures, whether or not you can hot join. Good bout of possession here by the Blizzard.
That's a good ball by the Blizzard. Oh.
And a great finish by number 7, Jaden Morgan. And there's the answer we were talking about. If it comes, then you can continue to play the style you had initially started to begin the game.
Yeah, and that's just kind of disappointing from City's perspective here, because it was just a very simple ball up the right flank and then just went through the defender's legs for City.
Yeah, not a lot of support there from the central pairing of Schmidt and Klein tracking back there to Mark.
No, and just the very simple finish then for him.
And not a lot that Jack Roach could really do about that one.
Definitely not.
1-1 here. Minneapolis City and the Blizzard in Super Cup Group A action.
Well, to Blizzard's credit, they answered my question. They have pulled even after I thought that maybe they would be going into even more of a deficit.
Now we talk about what's the response of Minneapolis City.
You know, I think it's just don't get flustered, don't press like too hard. And by press, I mean not like adding the pressure to the other team, but like
great tackle by Lemoyne.
Continue making those smart passes, don't force things, play your game. Speaking of press, Azuzu wins the ball on a turnover and puts it over the top.
He's caused a lot of problems with just pure effort, Andy, to that Blizzard backline. Unlucky to wrap his foot around that one. It's quite an understated aspect of a forward. Ones that can defend from the front line.
Yeah. I think you see that more and more in the modern game where strikers are called into being a part of the team press and forcing turnovers and forcing the other teams into pressured passes.
Really cutting off a half of a field just by pure body shape.
Yep. So yeah, I'll be interested.
Giveaway by Dancer.
Be interested to see how City responds here.
I think it just starts with just cleaning up the little things. We've seen a couple bad giveaways. We've seen a couple missed touches, errant passes. I think it's easy stuff to clean up because when City is sharper, they've had nothing but chances within the Blizzard defensive third. Azuzu looking to track this one down, causing fits again.
Definitely a luxury when you can send that ball over the top and have your striker win it.
Unlucky touch there by Banks. Minneapolis City thanks this year's kit sponsor, local hip-hop legends Atmosphere. Fresh off their 10th season, we've teamed up to bring 2 kits to life, the Bolt from the Black and the 10th anniversary Feather Kit. Catch Atmosphere this summer at the Minnesota Yacht Club Festival, July 19th. Thank you, Atmosphere. Bange is in, if he can get there, but quickly off his line is Burgos. He's in that a couple times now, Andy.
Yeah, very alert play by Burgos. He's very quick off his line. Very alert.
Opponent unlucky there. Good idea in from Banks. Banks actually leads all USL League 2 players in assists this season. Typically a number 9 type striker, but he's been playing in that attacking midfield role.
That makes sense when you're feeding Donovan and Morgan and everyone else who's just putting up buckets.
Found out that Nathan Donovan's going to medical school, so Dr. Goals.
Dr. Goals, I like it.
You like that? Pat myself on the back for that one last week.
As the game is going on here, oh, and another mistake on defense by City leads to a chance. And you're going to want to think that Blizzard player there wanted that one back. Number 7, I believe, Jaden Morgan. Had a good opportunity and just did not do much with the opportunity. But, yeah, City's got to sort some things out here in their defensive players. That's twice now where it's just been too easy for Blizzard to get a shot on goal.
A lot of it's come from inside out, Andy. We're seeing it again. Ball back post. Blizzard get ahead on it. Van Maal is the one who comes, or Capone is the one that comes out with it. Into Bange. Will Schmidt keeps possession. Yeah, a lot of their danger, Andy, does come from the inside out. Foul there by number 9, William Burt for the Blizzard.
Is that our first foul of the game?
It is. Wow. Brought to you by Fathead Bills. Klein making a run. Bone finds him. Referee says nothing in that challenge. Schmidt gets beat, but a great tackle by Dancer. Had to get that one right. There were 3 Blizzard in the area.
They were ready to pounce.
Good step by Curtis Wagner.
You know,
unlucky touch there by Bange.
City to me is a little bit too dependent right now on playing those long balls. I'd like to see them just possess the ball and, like you said in your opening, work them side to side. Let's move them around. They keep trying to play balls over the top and long balls that have been leading to turnovers and counters for the Blizzard. I'd like to see them possess it and work them around a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think, I mean, just look at the field right now. Look where Caleb Capone is. If you can find him through the pass, and the short pass instead of the long one, then he has an opportunity.
Hold-up play by Jaden Morgan.
Yeah, he's been the bright spot for the Blizzard today. On the ball. Answer gets a little lucky there.
Indeed. So, John, you mentioned Fathead Bills. Fathead Bills, from the owner of the Corner Bar, comes Fathead Bills, the new spot for smash burgers in downtown Minneapolis, right in the Mill District. They have all of your Corner Bar favorites, including a great staff and, of course, the almost world famous Joey Wings. Check out the new Fathead Bills today.
Foul there on number 3, Ethan Lemoyne. Stopping what could have been a very, very dangerous Ari Van Maal attack there. If he beats Lemoyne, the numbers were in the Crows' favor.
Contrary to the recent global precedent,
Did he go quick? Good work by Minneapolis City. Into Will Schmidt. Goes around and a defender.
Oh,
Ball
just
caroms off of him.
hit him right back in the face. Very unfortunate.
But was he out of bounds?
I don't think so. Oh, if you want to hit him off the face?
Well, I think he was out of bounds when I touched him, but it does go the other way. But there, Andy, was that short passing possession,
Yeah.
and you see the outcome of it.
Tiki-tock.
The Blizzard are starting to find their way into this game. After that goal, they've had some bright moments, Andy.
Yeah, they're definitely, I think, playing with a little bit more confidence here, possessing the ball.
Ball comes in. Good header by Morgan. Kind of caught Roach a little bit in no man's land there. Could have put that maybe on maybe far post. Bad giveaway by the Crows. Finds the goal scorer, Morgan. Off the crossbar.
Good shot by Morgan. Set himself up, and honestly, as soon as it left his foot, I thought it was going top bin.
Take a look at it right here. Had both Niembwe and Roach beat. And all dispossessed. Great recovery defense by Van Mall.
And just kind of that last player there is kind of what has been happening in the city since the Blizzard have scored. Is I feel like they're pressing a little bit too much, trying to do too much individual work. He gained possession of the ball. Just look for a pass. Look for that simple pass rather than trying to dribble and go on your own.
All 11 back for the Crows to defend this corner kick. Ball goes short. Across the middle. Opportunity to shoot. Tries to chip Roach. Roach decides to go long.
Good win there.
Schmidt finds Capone. He has Hermanson to beat. Chooses to go in low. Right. The back foot of Bange. It's Banks' hand, but
Play on.
advantage given. Moyne looking to go long. Roach collects that one quick off of his line. Right now the battle, great ball by Niembwe. Finds a Zuzu. Niembwe with a great tackle.
Good rip.
Shot by Capone. Why not? Fires just wide. Sorry, just over. I think the midfield three of Mortensen, Burt, and Navia have been, in my opinion, really impressive, Andy, with their movement off the ball. We talked about that, the short passing. They've been the ones that look to be kind of solving that between the Schmidt, Klein, and Banks midfield.
Yeah, they've done a good job of then getting the ball, winning the ball back, and then filtering it out to the wings. I think it's very clear that they're, Blizzard's trying to go out to the wings, back to the middle.
Klein brings Mortensen down. Mortensen's another of the many Minneapolis City former Futures players that are deployed by the Blizzard tonight. Washburn High School graduate.
Oh. Minneapolis represent.
Seen a blizzard or two. Early ball in by Hermanson. And Mall and Banks not on the same page. A couple of times now, Andy, where they have been on the same page.
Yeah, and we kind of talked about that earlier. Is just what kind of issues was City going to have tonight with some guys playing together that maybe necessarily didn't usually play together during some of the league games so far this year.
And the first thing that goes is that simple one touch, the early ball. Really impressed with, Morgan is the goal scorer, but his off the ball movement's really good. Dangerous pass there.
Good effort there by number 10, Core.
This caused a few fits for Jack Dancer out there on the left side. Long throw opportunity for the Blizzard. 33rd minute, 1-1 in the Super Cup. Group A action. Right now, as the group sits, Minneapolis City sits on top of Group A with the Blizzard behind them, and then Minnesota United Reserves behind them. Giveaway by City again. Villa decides to put his foot through one. That one's going to end up in Murphy Square.
Much to the delight of the citizens.
Yeah. Banks thought about going up for it.
Good idea by Magui.
Good win by Schmidt there. Capone thought maybe it was going to go a little bit shorter than that. Step by Niembwe.
Blizzard are definitely taking control of this game. City has not had a good spell of possession in a while here. Blizzard's had a couple chances that just were one good pass or one touch away from scoring chances.
Yeah, shots are 6-5 in the Blizzard favor. Early goings, it was a different downhill traffic.
Yeah, so John, what do you think City needs to do here to reverse this trend?
I mean, we talked about it. You just got to clean it up.
Yeah.
I mean, the ideas are all right. It's just that there's nothing connected. I think, too, marking up the off-the-ball movement we mentioned of the Blizzard has been really, really good. And the goal came from a mismark opportunity.
They just look composed in the ball, too. Like they're not having bad touches. They're working the ball around.
Step by Niembwe. Dancer misses it.
Good recovery.
Ref just smacked somebody.
Ref just hit Liam Kaur incidentally.
That's all, brother.
Remember when that NFL player got like hit in the face with a flag during the NFL game?
Behind him. These moments right here, Andy, is where I think it needs to get cleaned up in the middle of the field. The gaps are too wide from between the midfield and the strikers. Goal by number 12, Nels Mortensen. Roach came off of his line. I think there was a marking assignment again, mix-up there. Niembwe got caught, I think, a little bit.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm almost,
Good finish.
Well, it's a thing though where I don't even know if he meant to finish the way he did, and I think it kind of surprised Roach with the touch that he had. It was almost like a mishit that turned into a nice finish.
Minnesota Blizzard over Minneapolis City in the 37th minute. The script has been flipped from the first 5 minutes of this match. And it's been all Blizzard so far since they equalized.
Good ball. Oh, unlucky.
Zuzu stays with it. Has Capone wide. Can't find him.
Well, and see there, again, like I would almost prefer like the simple pass to Banks, and then Banks can hit Capone wide rather than going for it all in one pass.
Yeah, even just the off-the-ball movement is a little bit mixed up. Like Banks and Azuzu making the same identical run 5 yards away from each other there. There has to be some recognition of your teammates around you. Like there's no options when both of you are making the same run. Roach finds Azuzu. Ainge stays with it. There was advantage. The referee was a little quick to call that one. A clear foul, but...
Yeah, I think he saw that there was a number of Blizzard defenders between...
Let Ainge cook.
But yeah, we were still in possession, so I don't know why he decided to blow the whistle.
Yeah, I think even then, like...
Yeah, because now it gives Blizzard an opportunity to reset and drop back.
Well, and Minneapolis City chose to go quick there. I would have liked to see maybe getting some bodies into the box. I mean, Burgos is not that large of a goalkeeper, and there's not a lot of height in the Blizzard team. Flick on by Klein. Into Dancer, tries the bicycle kick, gets his foot onto someone's head.
That was an audacious attempt there. I can safely say, John, in my entire career, I've never attempted something like that.
Well, you can see why. Yeah, with the height that Minneapolis City has, and Azuzu, Klein, Wagner, Banks, like using those opportunities through set pieces. We talked about those as big moments. Oh, great move by Van Maal. Finds Banks. Good spin. Ends up being taken down. Referee, I thought was going to his back pocket there. Maybe that's where the red card sits, but he was actually pulling out his spray.
Oh. God, what did we do? What did we do in soccer before the refs had spray?
We just literally walked off the lines. And,
just crept up.
I mean, he may need to shake that a few times because you can't see it anymore.
Yeah.
Good opportunity here for the Crows. This one looks to probably go on target as you see Niembwe and Klein and Wagner sitting there. The near post is open. Good opportunity there, an attempt by Schmidt. A little more power behind that. That one sneaks in.
Good win there.
Zuzu dispossessed, stays with it.
Nice set of skill by Navia.
Good tackle by Wagner. And Navia's been impressive. He's good in tight spaces, as we saw right there. pressure by Bange.
Tenacious.
I'm telling you, man. Those line-breaking passes right there, Nate, is what's killing Minneapolis City. Because I was mentioning before there was a little bit of action that, oh, great work by Capone. There's too much of a gap between the striker and the midfield, and then the midfield and the defensive line for Minneapolis City. And that movement we talked about from the central pairing of the Blizzard is what's cracking the code there, and that's where all of those opportunities have come from.
Yeah.
Banks gets hammered.
Yeah, not even close to getting the ball there. Surprised the cards didn't come out.
It just did.
Oh, okay.
We'll find out. I believe that's. We'll get word from pitch side on who did get that yellow card.
The yellow card caution issued to the visitors number 6 in the 43rd minute. It's Nathan Seeley.
Yellow card went to number 6, Nathan Seeley. So now you look at what Azuzu's done with his pressure, Andy, and you look at, you have a center back on a yellow card.
Attack.
That might be a matchup that we want to look at.
Mm-hmm. I just want a goal here.
Served in. A lot of black shirts there.
That was very appetizing looking.
Good ball in by Schmidt. Unable to find a teammate. Looks like there was a foul. This is very much the script that we saw, Andy, in the first Group A matchup against Minnesota United's Academy, where Minneapolis City kind of came out a little bit flat. Very active Academy team coming off their season. And then once they figured it out, then the goals came. So that's probably something that Coach John Forsythe is thinking about as he goes into his halftime talk.
Yeah, or I mean, are there any potential second half changes that you could envision?
I mean, I think number 27, Phil Caputo, he was the man of the match down in Rockford for the USL2 side. I think he is a constant danger with the ball, very possession focused. I think he'd be a good person to put in that midfield. But what you lose with him is that on the defensive side of it. So it would be a little bit of a gamble. The goal scorer, Mortensen, looking to find the other goal scorer, Morgan. But great work by our player to watch, Curtis Wagner, to break that up.
Just a little bit of back pressure there that prevented a potential goal.
Flick on by Azuzu, finds Bange. It's a little bit crossed up there. Roach's distribution is excellent with his feet. Wagner puts his foot through one. Capone has tons of space. It's a little bit of pressure. Goes out wide to Azuzu. Cuts back. Finds Banks. Out to Dancer. Dancer looks far post. Into Bange. Burgos almost dropped that one right at the foot of Bange.
Could have been a potential slopper there.
Yeah, it could have been. A big slopper. Amboy finds Van Mall. I think there's your extra pass conversation from before, Andy.
Yep.
As if we didn't have any stoppage. 1 minute. I missed the text. 45 minutes in the books in this Group A matchup between Minnesota Blizzard and Minneapolis City. 2-1 Blizzard. 7 shots to 6. We'll go into halftime. A lot of questions that need to be answered for Minneapolis City. The Blizzard were on the front foot after that second goal by Morgan. We'll recap what happened in the first half here. Once again, I'm John Bisworm. That's Andy Delane. We'll be back with you in a few minutes. Please stay with us. Welcome back, soccer fans. I'm John Bisworm. That's Andy Delane. Halftime is almost over here at Edor Nelson Field on the campus of Augsburg University. Minnesota Super Cup Group A action. The visitors, Minnesota Blizzard 2, Minneapolis City 1. Recapping the action, Asher Azuzu for Minneapolis City scores in the 13th minute. All downhill traffic for the home side up until that goal. Immediately after that 13th minute goal, Jaden Morgan in the 21st minute for the Blizzard scores the equalizer, completely turns the tide, Andy. And in the 37th minute, former Crow Nels Mortensen scores the go-ahead goal. We talked about it during the run, but the momentum extremely shifted to the Blizzard. Off the ball movement, connecting short passes, moving the Crows around side to side, which is what we talked about. It was a key to victory today for someone, and it looks as if the Blizzard deployed that. They were listening to us, apparently. What did you see in that first half?
Yeah, I just think it was, City came out and they possessed the ball. They worked the ball around. They, seemed like they were knocking on the door for multiple different goals, and then all of a sudden Blizzard scores on a goal, and everything kind of the script flipped, and Blizzard now has been the team that's been possessing the ball. And so I'd like to see what City comes out here and does. Are they going to, ramp up the pressure? Have they been instructed to just work the ball around more, possess the ball, stop trying to go over the top every single time?
Yeah, I think it just, we talked about it. It goes down to who's going to be sharper in the second half and who's going to have more of the possession. And it's interesting because if you look at the USL2 season, I know we're missing a number of USL2 players. A lot of them, they're all on the same roster. So they are our USL2 players, but you're missing a lot of firepower from that USL2 side. It doesn't matter. It's still the same system, the same style, but what we see in the USL2 is a lot of foot on the ball, see what the other team's giving you, move the ball around, be okay with quiet bouts of possession, then hit the killer pass, finish. We're not seeing that today.
No, and I think it's just been, mistakes and little turnovers here and there that have led to Blizzard being able to take, opportunistic opportunities to score some of these goals as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Minneapolis City is in good hands with our longtime sports medicine partner, Twin Cities Orthopedics. You too can have TCO on your side with their wide range of specialty services to help you achieve your goal of returning to full health. Learn more at tcomn.com.
Multiple time user of TCO here.
Yeah, you're built by TCO.
Yeah, multiple knee surgeries, back surgery, you name it.
When we talk about the opportunities we did see for Minneapolis City, even though it was over the top, a lot of good opportunities did come from that A-gap ball.
Yeah, sometimes it's on, just not every time.
Yep, absolutely. Like right now, A-gap ball.
He might have been off, though.
No, flag stays
stays down.
Ball into Azuzu, gets in touch. Can Capone get there?
Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. That's interesting because I thought that Landon may have been offside there. Looked like he was a step ahead.
Van Mall unable to get that correct. Does a great work tracking back. It's like he maybe found Klein forgot where he was with all these lines.
Cleared out by City. Blizzard throw in.
Azuzu applying pressure there. Puts his full body through Seeley. Seeley is on that yellow card. last bout in front of the net for Minneapolis City, it just seemed, Andy, that like nobody wanted it. You got to want it. You got to put the ball in the back of the net when you have those opportunities.
Put your foot through it. Just hit that low-driven shot.
Wagner winning the throw-in. Another foul there. City's come out with a little bit more energy, Andy.
Yeah, a little bit more intensity. A little surprised that doesn't seem like there's any players that are warming up to come in for City. Thought maybe there might be a change or two to start the second half.
I think it kind of follows suit with what Coach Forsyth has done this season. Like, deliver your message, allow the players to go through their opportunities to fix it, and then great individual work by Azuzu. Wins the corner for the Crows, but he allows his players to take that message and to see what they do to apply it.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
You never want the manager to give you an early hook. And also, it's on him to allow his players to go through it.
All right, corner here for City. Let's see if they can take advantage of this.
Van Mol on this corner. We talked about the height. All the big bodies are in there for the Crows. Back post to Azuzu. Looks like Van Mol hit that one a little bit too hard. Good tracking back by Will Schmidt. But that ball will ultimately see its way out.
Fortunate there for City. Blizzard had numbers, it looked like, that on the counter. Sometimes those counters off the corner can be deadly.
Absolutely. Especially if you have that 82 to 85% high line of pressure. Citizens are doing their part today, trying to get that to translate to the field, Andy.
Yeah, good crowd here tonight for a Wednesday night game.
Wagner out wide to Van Mol. Banks doing a great job of keeping that possession.
That was nicely done. Blizzard closed fast. Even there, look, 3 guys surrounding him.
Well, that's where I think Banks has to have a little bit more vision there to not try to go through those 3 defenders. I mean, it's enticing when you see that space that you can try to split those guys. But on your defensive third, I think you really do need to lay that ball off. Boy, doesn't get that one right. Goes right into goal scorer Morgan. Good win by Klein. But his pass in behind Bange. Good presser by Schmidt. Switch of the field here.
Love the idea.
Battling with Hermanson. Seeley gets another knock.
Great ball by the Blizzard.
Van Mol does a really good job to track back. And Wagner cleans that up. Schmidt clears the lines. think that went off of the Blizzard. Both the center official and the sideline ref saw it another way. Klein dispossessed. He's got to get that ball off of his foot. Dancer goes into the challenge. That's probably going to go into the book. Liam Kaur is the one on the turf. The yellow card is out. Jack Dancer's booked in the 52nd minute.
Yellow card caution issued. Minneapolis City Field to Dancer in the 53rd minute.
Our trainer Ann is working her way out there. Sponsored by TCO.
Speaking of sponsors,
Yeah, let's hit another one. Guys, look your best with the only barber you should trust in Minneapolis. Twin Cities Barber Co., locally owned and operated in the heart of South Minneapolis, offers quality services that'll have you feeling your best. Treat yourself to a traditional barbershop with a modern style. Make an appointment today or tomorrow, whenever, at tcobarberco.com. 3 Blizzards standing over this ball. 4-man wall for the Crows. Roach setting it up. We talked about the height mismatch. You'd have to believe, Andy, this one's going on target. Or
Yeah.
attempting to go on target.
yeah, you think so. It looks like Liam Kaur is going to try to bend this into the left side.
Wall jumps. Great save by Roach.
City's fortunate there because, you know, as I was watching them with that wall, there was so much space in between the players of the wall, and
Great diagonal ball in to Banks. One to beat. Tries to get fancy. Capone back out wide to Banks. Had numbers inside the box.
City corner better capitalize.
Last time out, when we're talking about corner kick opportunities, Van Mol kind of overcooked his, and a quick counterattack by the Blizzard was really dangerous. It looks like Coors is still feeling the effects of that last interaction where he went down.
Yeah, it looks like an apparent
Yeah,
potential shoulder injury.
And just got back to her seat. Now she's coming back out. Opportunity here for us to hit some more sponsors. Andy, why don't you go with our next guys?
Yeah, you want to look fresh. You want to look like
Love looking fresh.
I try to look fresh. You want to look fresh. You want to look like your favorite team. Well, Stimulus Athletic, from the 10-year anniversary feather weather kit to the bolt from the black kit, Stimulus Athletic has helped Minneapolis City put fire on the backs of our players season after season, and they can do the same for your team. No matter the level, no matter the age group, don't settle for average. Build your team's identity with Stimulus Athletic today.
It's like the Blizzard are a little unhappy that number 7 Will Schmidt for the Crows was ushering their player off on that injured arm. Referee's right there to talk through it. The substitution for the Blizzard is not ready yet, but going to be coming on. We'll get word on who that is.
It's being led on right away.
You have to believe this will be all added to stoppage, Andy.
Looks like number 11, Mark Gallagher.
Another former Crow. Well, looks like we're all sorted out here for both sides. Corner kick opportunity. Would love to capitalize on this one if you're the Crows.
Good
Dangerous
ball.
ball in. Amway, not a ton of options there. looking for Azuzu, but that one was well overcooked into Burgess' hands. Which goes with the old school punt right down the A-gap.
Easily dealt with by City.
Yeah, the distribution of Jack Roach is just so good. Bainge, if he can get there, is in. Really great work by Cuevas. We haven't said his name in a while, but he had to get that challenge right with both Azuzu and Bainge hunting that ball down.
Yeah, haven't said his name recently because it's just been kind of quiet in the final third for City.
There's no options for Dancer. Azuzu gets the flick. Great touch by Van Maal. Finds Banks, has Capone. Capone with one to beat. Chooses to go far post. Azuzu had an opportunity to get there, just didn't. Had he wanted that, been a really easy opportunity. Good head back into Roach from Niembwe. Good first touch by Capone. Eats up some space, finds Banks. Banks choosing not to go forward there. Probably the right idea. Giveaway by Banks. Great tackle by Niembwe.
Good shoulder.
Just staying with it. He wants it.
Making a smart pass here. Beautiful.
Dangerous ball by Van Maal. City getting the opportunities, Andy, but the substance level's not there.
Nope. Just not breaking through, like I said, in that final third. Again, still calling, wishing for more possession here by City.
Great step by Dancer. Sealy got the challenge right. He had to pull out of it a little bit. He is on that yellow card.
Oh, looks like we got 2 City subs coming in here shortly.
See who those are. We'll get word from pitch side. And the substitutions are coming on now for Minneapolis City. Number 30, Landon Bainge makes way for number 26, Elijah Fearing. And number 15, Jacob Klein makes way for futures player number 46, Carter Mast.
This is his debut.
Yep, first team debut.
Replacing number 5, Jacob Klein.
So, John, what do these 2 players bring to the fold?
Well, number one, I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Carter in his first opportunity with the first team. Elijah has been within the first team going back into last year. Another futures graduate. He's all attacking and work rate. You're going to see Elijah hugging that touchline and fighting back for every opportunity that he can get. But already right now what I see, bad giveaway from Wagner. Already what I see from Mast is looking to come short for those passes. Pressure by Capone. Staying with it. Almost a bad giveaway. Really good job by Burt. not ready for that one. Capone has Fearing, his first touch of the game. Serves the ball in. Maybe a driven ball would have tested Burgos a little bit more. But I like the intent, really, like get the ball out wide.
He also had space there. I kind of would like to see him drive the end line and see if he could pull it back to someone, maybe top 18 or a driven cross to someone crashing the box.
Oh, first touch of the game.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Great first touch by Van Mall. Minneapolis City still getting outworked centrally. Amboy with a great intervention there. Had to get that right. Wagner puts one through. Oh, great work. Ball looking for Capone. Banks thought it was for him, got a touch to it. Fearing's gonna have to track back here. Goal scorer Mortensen on the ball for the Blizzard. Banks falls over into Seeley. Nutmeg. Seeley's spent a lot of time on the Edor Nelson turf, Andy.
He has.
63rd minute, Minneapolis City 1, Minnesota Blizzard 2 in Super Cup Group A action. I think what changes this, Andy, is there needs to be like an interjection of life. There's a lot of tired looking Crows out there.
Yeah, you just kind of wonder who's going to be that spark plug, who's going to be that person that, you know, serves as a game changer here.
Azuzu loses the ball in a bad area. Great ball in. Gallagher gets a foot to it. Is it ball for a throw-in? And it does.
Very enticing ball across the middle here.
Dancer let his guy sneak past goal side. Banks loses the ball again.
Somehow City wins the throw,
I think it was
or foul.
I think it's throw.
No.
You're wrong.
I was right and then I was wrong.
Mast back into Wagner. Good work by Mast. And Wall just doesn't have options. He has Capone. If he can get a touch to it. Goal! Minneapolis City! Caleb Capone! Making something out of almost nothing, Andy. Capone gets his first goal for the Crows in the 65th minute. Pure effort goal.
And maybe that's the spark that we need. Just tremendous work rate there by Capone to get on the end of that. And the deft little touch.
The two Badgers connect. That ball came from Ari Van Mall. I didn't personally think that Capone was going to get onto it. But he did. Good job.
Goal, Minneapolis City. Scoring the 6th.
And while that was happening, my attention was focused on the City bench because it appeared as if they were preparing a potential sub to come in. And we just got a yellow card just given to number 20, Curtis Wagner.
What did Big Kurt do?
I don't know. I don't know if it was some kind of dissent or something, but I definitely just saw the ref give him a yellow, and there's continued discussions being had amongst the city defensive players now.
So the 66th minute, while celebrating, player to watch, Curtis Wagner, gets a yellow card. Do we have any replays on what maybe happened there? So maybe something off the ball there amidst the celebration.
Some banter.
After that first goal that Minneapolis City scored, we saw the immediate answer, Andy, from the Blizzard. What do you see now for the Crows? Gallagher with great footwork there. Dangerous ball in. Van Mol misses it. Mortensen had the opportunity if he just stuck a leg out. Fearing just clears the lines.
And as that happened, I was just going to say, like, I'd like to see City just settle the game down, play,
And then smash one in.
play possession, and then
And then 5. Banks beats Lemoyne with pace. Has to do it himself. Doesn't have many options. Goes to goal. Puts one on target, but Burgos with a good save.
see, and I would, again, a lot of individual effort that I'm seeing. I would like to see Banks maybe try to cut that back, hold it up a little bit, see if he had runners coming in.
The problem was he didn't.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
I won't fault him for that one because he had to make that an individual effort. Good step by Carter Mast. That's definitely going to be a yellow card.
Foul there for yellow card for Navia in the 69th minute. Nice.
I've been impressed with the high schooler Carter Mast so far. He's using his size. He's looking very possession-first focus. I really like that.
Where does he go to high school, John?
I don't know that, and I knew you were going to ask me. Get out of here. Get out of my head. I mean, I could send a text and find out in like 30 seconds, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wallow in the shame that I didn't know. And I was unprepared. Thanks, Andy.
You know what? I don't know either. But I'm just the substitute. You're the regular.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Great touch by Mortensen. New game, Andy. 2-2, Minneapolis City and Minnesota Blizzard.
Talking about games, how about the game of bowling? Bryant Lake Bowl. If you're in Uptown looking for something to do,
Hang on one second. Blizzard have an opportunity here. Banks hobbling. Ball well over the goal.
They didn't have an opportunity.
All right, speaking of bowling,
If you're in Uptown looking for something to do, as I was saying, the Bryant Lake Bowl is your spot. There's the legendary cheap date night every Monday, Tuesday bingo at 8 p.m., or Trivia Mafia on Wednesdays, and breakfast served from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day to help you recover. Or throw some rocks at their vintage bowling alley where you still keep score the old school way by hand on paper. Swing by the Bryant Lake Bowl tonight. John, do you know how to score the old school way?
yeah, I was in a bowling league with Vietnam vets in college, and they taught me how to do it.
Somehow it doesn't surprise me one bit.
Yeah, at the Polish Falcon in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It was incredible.
What would you say your average was?
I know what my average was. It was 121.
That's kind of weak.
Yeah, but those guys were professional rock throwers, dude. That was my average. My high? What do you think my high was?
190.
Oh, close. 193, Andy.
Okay.
Almost had a 200 pin game.
Have you ever broken 200?
Yes, I have.
Me too. Me too.
I also have my 500 pin, my 500 series pin from the Professional Bowling Association.
Okay. Okay.
Gallagher's been a bright spot. Looks to find a ball in. Can't connect a goal scorer.
Oh.
Oh, great intervention by Seeley. Good tackle by Van Mol. Just got ridden for about 15 yards there.
Good individual effort there to stay on his feet.
It didn't go down right away, for sure. Would you say that was athleticism, Andy?
I would.
Speaking of athleticism, Athletic Brewing is officially at Minneapolis City games. The #1 craft non-alcoholic beer is now served at all home matches. Grab a cold one at the stadium today or visit athleticbrewing.com to find a store near you. Support the pioneers of great tasting NA beer and stay in the game with Athletic Brewing. You know who's a big fan of Athletic Brewing? Mike Salentine.
Mike Salentine.
Just slugs them back. Just washes his Velveeta's down with Athletic Brewing.
Just like he hits those low driven shots.
Banks with the giveaway, but he does a really good job of track back. Wins the ball. Substitute Fearing on it. Looking for a Zuzu.
Double covered. Wins the ball back though.
Goal
Nice
score,
ball.
Capone's in. Left footer. Great save by Burgess. Not out of the weeds yet. Great clearance. Good turn attempt by Gallagher. Gallagher goes down. Might have turned his ankle there. He's back up.
Looks like we got a Minneapolis City sub coming in shortly.
Another great distribution from Roach.
Ooh. Hard foul by the captain for the Blizzard. No yellow card given though.
Spot doesn't want to give those yellow cards out.
Interesting. I thought there was going to be a yellow given for sure, especially since it looked like an elbow to the back of the head.
I mean, he went right through. Was that Capone or was that Van Mall, right?
All right, looks like we got 2 City subs getting ready to come into the game.
We'll get word from field side here when that happens. Ball in. Not a black shirt to be seen. Mortensen goes out wide. Is that Magui? Great step by player to watch, Curtis Wagner.
That is Magui.
Chip in, looking for Banks.
Cheeky, did you see that cheeky little roll there? Roll the ball?
I liked it.
Liked it a lot.
Another big win by Niembwe. Fearing, really good job trying to press the attack there.
All right, City subs coming in. Looks like one is coming in for Wagner.
And we'll get those in a second.
So Wagner and Capone out.
And Caputo, number 27, Phil Caputo in for number 21, Caleb Capone, our goal scorer. And then looks like number 48, Malachi Aina for our player to watch, number 20, Curtis Wagner.
That makes sense given that he had the yellow card. You want to make sure you don't go down a man.
Malachi Aina, that's what I heard over the loudspeaker. Pronunciation is right. I'm usually really bad at that. Zuzu loses the ball again. So, Andy, talk to me about what you've seen in the last 15 here in this match.
I feel like City's been moving the ball a little bit better. I feel like they've been one of the things that I think has been a difference, at least in the last 10 minutes or so, is, you know, winning a little bit more of the 50-50 balls, which I think has been something that has plagued City in that kind of last portion of the first half, beginning portion of the second half. I mean, really, a lot of the Blizzard opportunities, possession, has stemmed from them winning 50-50 balls.
Yep, they wanted it more for large bouts of the game. And then you saw, we talked about that quick interjection of life. I think that happened once the substitutes started to come on for Coach Forsyth.
Yep.
And then the goal came.
Yep. So tell me more, a little bit about Phil Caputo. What is he going to bring to the last portion of the second half here?
Just gonna wait 1 second here while Elijah Fearing looks to go end line. Great track back. Is that Gallagher? What Phil Caputo brings is extreme attacking intelligence. Do you remember former Crow Samuel Ruiz Plaza?
Yes.
Very similar player. Gets the ball head up, looking to go forward, but also very possession focused. So he will put his foot on the ball and he will wait for teammates to come, or he will do some individual moments of brilliance. Goal and assist in our last USL League 2 match. Really, really good job from him. You're gonna like the excitement he brings. As far as Malachi Anya, Malachi's a incoming freshman at Drake University, a long line of Drake University players that we have at Minneapolis City. You're gonna see like just really good on the ball defending, but also an attacking presence.
See, and I like what City's doing here right now is just slowing the game down a little bit, working the ball around, not losing the ball with a long ball. So it looks like we had a Blizzard sub come in. Two of them. So 23 McGooey's out, and number 19 Patrick Zitch comes into the game, and then also Jaden Morgan comes out of the game, and number 18 Carter Hermison,
another former Crow.
which, you know, I don't know anything about Carter's game, but I think the biggest bright spot for Blizzard has been the play of Jaden Morgan. He looked really good out there.
I know a lot about Carter Hermanson. He was in our futures program for probably 3 years. What you're going to get out of him is 100% your favorite tenacity.
Ooh.
He's an energy guy, but he also has the skills to match it up. So he's definitely a danger when it comes to the ball being in space. He hunts a lot of stuff down, good speed. Former Mr. Soccer in Minnesota.
Where did he go to high school?
He went to Holy Angels.
Look at that. See, you know ball.
Yeah, I do. And his brother Noah on the ball right here, also twin brother. Great ball in. Trying to find another former Crow, Mark Gallagher. Noah also went, now they're twins. He also went to Holy Angels, in case you were wondering. They didn't split the family up.
One didn't want to decide to go to Cretin-Durham Hall or something.
Yeah, boy, looking long again for Caputo. Mast.
Ooh,
Good idea, though.
unlucky.
There's the energy Caputo brings. A little aggressive there. Sorry, that was Will Schmidt. Talking to for kicking that ball back. 80th minute, 2-2. Shots 9-9.
What's your prediction here?
I don't do predictions.
You don't do predictions?
No.
Well, then I will.
Okay, go ahead.
Then I will. And I'm going to say we're going to get an 87th minute winner by Minneapolis City. But I'm not going to predict who.
That's the cheap way to go about it, Andy. Say a name.
I'm going to go Caputo.
Yeah, I was going to say. You're going to go Caputo. It's a good way to hedge your bet. First action here for Malachi Anya on the ball. Looks to load one up. Lofts it into Banks. Gets the flick on. Goes down. Here's an opportunity. If City want to get the bodies forward, not play it quick, actually set something up here from maybe the training ground. going to Edor. He got subbed off though. It'd be a great time for a player to watch Curtis Wagner, who got subbed off. But these are the moments here where his size and his ability to get on the ball through the air would have been great. Schmidt does a great job fighting through that.
There's Diego Navia again. He's always in the thick of things.
Yeah, he pops up. Caputo stays with it. Good work by Fearing to track that back. Mass keeps possession into Anya. This is what we were looking for in the first half, Andy. Like you said, like just take what's given to you and not try to hit the big one. Here's the big one.
Yeah, like clockwork.
There's your guy again.
A little too much.
Really good job by Will Schmidt to track back there.
Oh, here we go.
Opportunity here for City. Good tackle by Hermanson. Noah Hermanson. With a little bit more energy, maybe that first 3 yards of burst there for Azuzu, which he has it in his bag. Caputo picks the pocket of Lemoyne. Has an opportunity here. Fires far post. Did Burgos get a hand on it? Doesn't look like he did. Looked like that was just pushed wide by Caputo, but that's what you see from Caputo.
Like it.
I had to look up Phil Caputo in the encyclopedia. It's that. Still got 3 minutes for him to pop up.
I was gonna say, like he couldn't have scored then.
Good win by Carter Mast.
It's not what I predicted.
Fearing with the giveaway. Carter Hermanson on the ball, ushered out by Fearing.
Good pressure.
And if you looked in the encyclopedia under Elijah Fearing, that's what you get. Made the mistake, cleaned it up. Dancer interfering. College teammates at Drake. Good composure by Carter Mast. Finds Anya. Will Schmidt gets a little bit turned around there. Into Caputo. Loses the ball. Working his way back, trying to stop this counterattack. And a yellow card looks like in the 85th minute. Ari Van Maal for Minneapolis City.
City sub coming in.
There's only one left, unless it's goalkeeper Moritz Krantz. It'll be Ethan Brown. I bet the farm on it. Ethan Brown, another member of the Futures program, going to St. John's to play for former associate head coach Tudor Flinton next season. Had a nice chat with Ethan before the game today, talking about his excitement moving into college soccer. Plays for Minnesota Thunder Academy for club soccer right now, but also, like I said, a member of the Minneapolis City Futures. Ball in, Niembwe gets up big. Mass did the safe thing there, cleared it out.
You would have liked to see Roach come out and try to catch that there.
Yeah, I think he played it safe since there were two of his defenders in the area. Interesting that the sub's not being allowed to come on here. Great save by Roach.
Huge save by Roach. Good header by Blizzard there.
Banks gets beaten to that one. Ball comes in. Opportunity here for Zuzu.
Good job. Good play.
Wide to go out to Fearing. Goes into Zuzu. Zuzu, a lot of traffic, trying to figure it out, stays with it. Got a little tired there with his touches.
Good recovery by Blizzard. They had numbers back.
Caputo smartly just plays the quick one. Good guy again.
It's just everywhere.
Gets the foul. I don't know about that one. Substitute's been waiting to come on for about 3 minutes now. Your prediction did not happen.
Why don't you rub it in?
Trying to get me on guys' high schools. You'd have to believe there's going to be a sizable amount of stoppage.
Yeah, we had the essentially 2 injury timeouts, multiple subs. So it looks like that City sub's coming in for Julian Banks.
That's Ethan Brown. So there's definitely going to be some sort of reshuffle. And it looks as if Ari Van Maal is going to vacate his wingback spot and go back into the midfield. Good to see Futures members getting first team minutes, Andy.
Yeah, I mean, that's all. That's what the program's all about, is to expose them to this high level of play and build them for future seasons, even if it's not with City, but for other clubs.
Oh, we're seeing it today. I mean,
Yeah.
I've counted 4 members of the lineup today that featured for the Blizzard that were members of the Minneapolis City Futures. Good turn and ball into Ethan Brown. He has options. Tries to slot one through. He had a Zuzu. Mast is an option here. Could let one fly. Chooses to go out wide to Fearing. Back to Mast.
We're in the 90th minute. Any word on stoppage time?
4 minutes. Seems a little light to me, Andy.
Agreed. Good ball in.
Welcome to the show. Sub coming on for the Blizzard. Excuse me, there's 4 options available.
There will be a minimum of 4 minutes stoppage time.
The guy's coming out, Andy.
Diego Navia comes off for, I'm going to guess and say Alexander Cortez. That indeed looks like that's the move. Look at me, I just know my ball.
The Amboy has a big throw here. Gets it in. We can get the flick on. Dancer still staying with it. Caputo fires one in.
Deflection for a corner. Let's get those bodies in there.
And there's no one back for the Blizzard from an offensive perspective, so you might as well throw everybody in. Caputo with the ball in, right to Burgos.
Good save.
They're calling that a foul. I don't think there was any intent into that one by Zuzu. He's being told to watch his P's and Q's. Meanwhile, ball's in play. Great run by Brown. Two minutes in to stoppage. Yambway wants to get involved in the offense, decides to go back into Anya.
Substitution on the field in stoppage time. Replacing number 24, Diego Villa. From 20, Alexander Cortez.
Schmidt turns 3 guys. Back to Caputo. Caputo, I think he was looking for Fearing there.
Just mishit it.
Blizzard time wasting and stoppage. Happy with the draw. Good win by Anya. Wins it again. Into Schmidt.
So, John, what happens if this ends in a draw?
I don't think anything happens, to be honest with you. I think both teams going into this game were going to go through because, oh, Dancer with bad miss. Hermanson goes back. Fearing with the spin move. Giving the fans something. I think regardless of what happens here, both teams do go through. Good track back by Brown. Looking for Zuzu. If you go back to it, Andy, Gallagher with a good first touch. But Niembwe's equal to it. I don't think anything happens. I think Minnesota United Academy is out of the competition regardless because of losing the head-to-head.
Good
Great
ball.
ball into Caputo. Good first touch. Caputo has one to beat, including the goalie. Great save by Burgos.
Wow. That could have been it, right as pretty much right at the end of the game. That could have been it.
Well, here's the last kick of the game. Ethan Brown has an opportunity to go in. Beats his defender, hits it! Just wide.
Oh, man, it was hard to tell. That looked like it could have been in.
Didn't see the net ripple.
No. Wow. 2 good chances there for City to close out this game with a win.
Well, not a win, a draw.
If they would have scored, it would have been a win.
Okay. Is that how it works? And that'll do it. Minnesota Super Cup Group A action here at Edor Nelson Field on a dreary Wednesday. I don't think the outcome is what Minneapolis City staff wanted, but it does see them go through to the semifinals of the Super Cup. 10 shots to 12 in favor of Minneapolis City, 2-2. Looking to be an elimination game for Minnesota United Academy, who are in Group A with these 2 teams. Once again, I'm John Bisworm. That's Andy Delane. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll come back with final thoughts. Stay with us. What? Welcome back, soccer fans. Once again, I'm John Bisworm. Andy DeLay had to step away. I don't know what he's doing, but he's not here. Final thoughts on this one brought to you by Atmosphere. Thank you, Atmosphere. A tale of really two teams. One, I believe, wanted it a little bit more, and one that was a little bit on not the same page together. 2-2 final draw. Both teams see themselves through. Minneapolis City does top the group on goal differential, I believe. As far as what's up next for the Crows, USL2 League action. USL2 side takes on Edgewater Castle out of Chicago at 5 p.m. this Saturday at Edor Nelson Field. I will not be on the call. It will be Mr. Andy Delane, who is in here today, and the Dan Hudeman. Not a whole lot more to talk about this one other than thank you so much, Minnesota Super Cup. Really great opportunity for local soccer clubs to be able to get together and have this type of tournament. Really great opportunity for all players involved. If you're looking for more information on the Minnesota Super Cup, you can head over to mnsupercup.com. Andy, any final thoughts? Whatever you were doing out there?
Just a well-contested game. I think it kind of was like what we expected from Blizzard. They kind of clogged things up and took their opportunities, and hopefully City goes on and continues their domination in league play.
Absolutely. So once again, I'm John Bisworm. That's Andy Delane. Thank you so much to Tyler and all the production staff. Best in the business. We'll see you guys on Saturday.